Hi YouTube friends, this is Shozy G, and I have a little craft that you could do for your dolls or your stuffed animals. I took a long sock that I got. It was a lot longer. This is the top of it actually, and as you can see, I cut that off. And what I did with this is I just made this. It's a hat. I just took the top of the sock, and this will be the brim of the hat. And then I took however much I needed. So I cut down a few inches, about 4 or 5 inches down into the sock, and I tied it off with a ribbon. I had a piece of ribbon here, and then I tied it really tight, and I knotted it, and then I put a ribbon in it. And then to really hold it, I used my hot glue gun. And then I cut, before I tied it though, what I did is I sectioned it off to 1, 2, 3 parts, and I cut about this much into the sock. 1, 2, 3. That's what I did. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4 like flaps sitting there. And then when I opened that up, I had to cut 2 of them, which would have been these side pieces. I had to cut those down the sides because they were double thickness. And I had this kind of curly effect. So this is going to be like the pom-pom of the hat. And I'll put it on something and you can see. And then I have the rest of the sock. Well, what I did with these socks here, excuse me, is I took the sock, basically the whole sock, and I cut the heel out. What I did is I cut the heel in half right here. And then I went ahead and cut little pieces of it out so that it, maybe I didn't cut it in half. Maybe I just went ahead and cut a slice out. That's probably what I did. I went ahead, because I did these a while ago. I got these socks for like $2 or $1 at the thrift store. They were on sale, and they were knee socks. So they'd be perfect. I love the color of them. And that's what I did, is I cut a little pie slice out of the heel, which that creates the heel. And then I took, as you'll see here, this is the heel, but it's upside down because this is the top of it. I went ahead and glued that together. Now you could stitch this as well. And then I went ahead along the seam, because after I did that, I went ahead and cut the whole entire sock in half. The whole entire thing. Now this is the second sock. But the first sock, that's what I did. I cut the whole entire sock in half. You've probably done this before. But if you haven't, this is how to do it. It's an easy way to make a scarf for your dolls or your stuffed animals or your bears, whatever. So as you can tell, I've got this raw edge. So what I did is I went back and spot hot glued it. Because later on, what I'm going to do, as soon as I find my nice finishing embroidery thread, I'm going to go ahead and embroider the bottom of it with a real nice box stitch, and all the way down, so it'll look really cool. But in the meantime, you could have taken this and stitched it, hand stitched it on the inside so it looked really nice, just as nice as the glue. And but this is open, but nobody's going to see it because it's a real quick project, and I wanted to do it so you could see. That's basically why I glued it. And here's the front of it, so that you can't even see that. See that imperfection that's there from the heel? You can't even see that because it's on the inside. And here is the the bottom. Can't really see that either, but I would have taken the box stitch again and stitched along the edge of this, which I might still do that because it's still somewhat open. I could hot glue that, but I don't want to do that because it's going to make my stitching harder, more difficult later on. So, and what I did as well is I went back and cut off this heel, this part, because it's rounded. I cut it straight across to make it easier to, like, be a guide, kind of, you know. Because if not, you have this rounded edge right here poking out. So I didn't want that. I wanted it flat. And that's what I got, is a flat edge. Okay, pretty much that's what I got. And then I put these little, I had a bag full, there's my tissue, sorry. I had a bag full of these pom-poms, and they were quite vivid looking, fuchsia and lime and lemon and tangerine. And so I put them on the edge of this. They looked great on the edge of these two, doesn't want to stay over there, stay over there. Of these new scarves now. Isn't that great? So that was a quick and easy fix. If you're using a glue gun, you know, by yourself and you're younger, please get someone's help to use that, because they can be extremely hot and they can hurt. And you'll burn yourself, and it's no good. So anyway, that's what you do. That's how you make them. And then I have you know, the rest of this sock, which is I can use for something else. I thought about making gloves for the dolls out of these socks. It'd be really cute. But I want to make them so that they are so I guess I'll have to use a lot of the material, because I want to make them so that you know, you got to think about this with your pattern. And you can get free patterns online, but the pattern of the material, I don't want to make them this way, because then they would look, your hand would go like this on the material, the doll's hand. So I want to make them this way so that the stripes, go across the hand. Do you see what I'm saying? Alright, that's the fun thing for today. Alright, enjoy it and try it out and let me know what you think. Okay? It's real easy. Yeah. Alright, take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy your holidays.